Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Simply way to learn energy analysis and arch tips. Today I'm gonna teach you how you can add loads and HVAC system. For today and for this project, I prefer to add HVAC system and because I'm gonna to use ideal HVAC system. But if you want to add loads, you need to add any loads that you have in these three component. I just put them here for you. If you want to added any loads, you can do it. You can use these three component. For HVAC system, different types of the HVAC, all air, all water, and other types of HVAC system. It's completely up to you to use it. For today, as I talk, I prefer to go to the ideal one to save time. So we have some things that we need to add, some numbers that we need to add. For example, as I told you, you can just keep your mouse on the text and read what exactly the component wants. For now, we just through the toggle for DCV, and we can also add to latent hours and heat temperature and cool temperature. It's completely are to us. For example, we can add a system, sensible hours and others numbers. It's completely up to your projects. Just to add this one, you need to ask mechanical engineering for this number. If you are architect, also you can uh, choose any type of the HVAC system that you have. For example, air, all water, or other system, HVAC system. It's completely depends on your projects. Let's to add a data, and let's to somehow visualize our works. Just go to the Honeybee and on the visualize part section, and let's somehow visualize our work. For example, uh, our rooms and other parts. You can just added data component to this to visualize component. Let's off all of component. So some things need to change. So to attribute parts. Okay, you can see with this to visualize component, we can somehow change the color of each room and check everything's okay or not. For example, if we forgot to write the name of rooms, we can come back and correct it and added the names for each part. It is important, as I told. So for example, you can see I forgot to add numbers on programming part in some rooms, and I need to come back and correct it. I did this to show you how you can add how it is important to add the name for each program and each component. So you can see it's difficult for me to find. I need to come back and find which component. For example, this is stair. Uh, this is conference room. So I need to come back and check. With HP room energy attribute, you can change everything, and you can visualize our rooms with different uh, parts. For example, programming, construction set. If you want to change construction set, you need to come back on uh, uh, construction set and first of the process, and change the construction set. uh, I'll show you later. Let's to show you how you can name correctly our rooms, and also how we can change construction set. Let's go to correct the names of rooms, and also show you how you can change the construction set type. For example, it is change steel to mixed or concrete or something like that. This is the way that we can find the correct name of the uh, rooms. You just need to turn on BRIP and then go and find the names, or go to the each program parts and just copy paste uh, uh, names from setup rooms to program types. With this way, you can easily change the name of rooms correctly, and it helps to save a lot of time later if you have any problem in each part of rooms. Also, you can add a different HVAC system for each rooms. You can just only uh, break all rooms to item select the item, and then you can just different items, you can just go and add each HVAC system to each room separately. For later tutorial, I will learn you how you can do it. But for this tutorial, I just add all rooms, use one HVAC system component for all rooms, but you can customize HVAC system for each rooms, for each rooms in especially if you have a huge building. Let's go to show the construction type. Just need to add HP phase attribute, energy attribute. So you can now see what's the construction type of each room. Um just need to go to the top view to show you. As I told, these two components, it's HB color room attribute and HB face attribute is mostly used for visualizing and for energy thermal comfort energy analysis. They are doing nothing, so it's just for they are working just as a visualizing component. So just be careful about that. There are doing nothing for thermal comfort analysis. So let's to show you how you can change this type of construction. You just need to go to the construction set, and for example for each room, as you remembered, it's we have different type, climate zone and construction type. You need to go there and change the construction type for each building, for each rooms. For this process, for this building, I want to just show you the different type of construction. I'm just showing you how construction set component works. Mostly in a building we have just one construction type, but sometimes we have a huge building, and so we have a different type of construction. So let's put these two visualizing item here, and let's organize a little bit our canvas. Let's go to add Open Studio component and get the results. So, but before that we need to add model component and add all room on it, because we need to add model component to Open Studio component. And let's go to add shadings, because we have shadings to model component as well. Later I will explain you how you can add faces as a room and get the results. For this tutorial we just focus on rooms, but next I will make another tutorial that you can know how you can add the faces. Let's go to and add Open Studio component. You can find in HB Energy and in part 5. And then let's go to add EPW file. You just need to type file on the canvas and just added the EPW file. It's the the location of your building, and you can get the weather data of that building location of your building. So let's go to added HP simulation parameter, and for HP simulation parameter we need to add HP custom simulation output. So in HP simulation parameter we can change the north of the building. If north of the project difference from the true north, you need to add an angle of the north of your building to make true project north to true north of the project. So let's go to for output. You need to add HP custom simulation output component and also if you want to you will need to have HP simulation output as well. So let's go to connect a little bit, organize our canvas, and let's go to the HP simulation output component. This we need to add simulation output to base simulation output to HP custom simulation, and then add simulation output to output part on HP simulation parameters. HP simulation output component helps you to focus on the result and separate the result. For example, if you want to have result about zone energy use, you need to just toggle through that one. But if you want to another part of another results, you need to toggle each result according to the your projects. For example, in this project, I'm planning just added zone energy use, HVAC energy use, and gains and losses. But if you want and your project need to know about, for example, surface temperature, surface energy flow, load type, report frequency, or something like that, you need to toggle true for all of them. uh, it's completely up to you and up to your project. So let's go to and add a period time. For that one, you need to go to the HB need to go to the Ladybug part and add on, I think, tab number 1, you need to add a period analysis component. Yep, this one. And add the period that you want. It's completely up to your building or your projects, and also probably in your location of your project. To go to add a number, for example, months 1 to months 12, it means all of year. It's completely up to your projects. Let's to move it to the simulation parameter component and added the period. We get a number because we need to add period to the period. So it is the mistake. But if you have any mistakes, any problem, you need to just read the error and find problem and solve it. Let's add the data according to our project. If you have any daylight saving, holiday, or other part of this data, you need to add to the HB simulation parameter component. If you have any problem for that, you can just keep your mouse on text and you can find what exactly component wants to you to add. Some part of these numbers is not necessary, but if you want to have more detail, you need to add it. But some of them is not completely necessary to add to all projects. Let's go to add other component and a little bit make more detail, make and more detailed things, and it helps you to have more accurate number for thermal comfort analysis process. So you can add simulation control, and from this part you can add other part. As you can see, component, you can add HB simulation control, you can add HB solar component, and in this part just you need to keep your mouse on it and find what exactly the project wants. And for example, if the text asks you to choose one of them and you want to add this part, you need to completely write exact spell, and you need to check a spell because if you have any mistakes, component cannot understand what exactly you want, and you get red color component. It means it's not gonna work very well. If you have any solar cells, you need to add. It's it can calculate this part. For sizing part, you need to add DD file. I will explain you how you can make this. As I told you, this is not necessary to add all of this part, but I'm just showing you how you can add all of these part to our project. You can, just added these numbers, this component according to your project. I'm not gonna to explain all of them with the detail, but just showing if you want to have how you can add the component to each other. So let's go to make a DDY file. To add required number, as I told you, you can just keep your mouse on text and find what exactly you can need added. Some this feature is completely new, and you can just follow the description and add the required documents according to your project. So add, for example, for this part, I'm gonna to add um, this name and choose this part, but you need to remember you need to exactly same you need to write exactly the same spell. It helps, it's important because software just understand this type of spell, and if you, for example, uh, you use the different spelling, you cannot an energy on it, you cannot, the software cannot consider that part as your in your process, in energy analysis process, or you get error. So let's go to sizing, and for that part, for sizing, we need to add the DD file. How you can add the DD file? You need to you have you have different way. One of them is that add with a Ladybug component, you just add a EPDW file, sorry, and just added to LB Ladybug EPW component, and then added the DD file to sizing component. Let's go to add required data for design day component. It's completely depends on your projects, and depends on the days that you want to choose. Let's go to add numbers. Also, as use the data type instead of add any data times. adding sizing, to a simulation parameter component is, is optional. It depends on you. I'm just gonna to show you how you add the component and how you make the file. You need to pay attention. You need to write exactly the same sample spell. Um, it's very required things that you need to know, because the component cannot understand what exactly do you want, and you get a red red alarm, and it means you this part cannot works very well. So need to add another component to help us to make identifier. Let's go to another to add another component that we need to have it to write identify for sizing. I just added some numbers, but you can change this required data according to your projects. Just follow me and add it. It's the new feature of Ladybug, as you know, and we need to work more in this part. But the process is the same. Just just you can follow me and added the required data according to your projects. As we talk, the orange component, it means some required data is missing, but you can still go to the running the process and go to and run the Open Studio engine. But let's go to solve the problem, because Armstrong wants to show you how you can. I want to show you how you can write a DD file and add a DD file the process. So let's go to add data type. It's important to choosing, if you don't know anything about what exactly and what exact data the component wants, you need to keep mouse on the text, and after that you can read and find what exactly the component wants. For example, for this project we added summer design day, and we can add the name of that, but still I can see we have the orange component, means something's missing or something's wrong. what is the problem? Oh, I get the red one. It means something's wrong. Oh, you can see this is the probably we have a spelling problem issue. So, oh, let's go. Which is correct, and so we can through the toggle, and let's go. We have a DD file. Great. Let's a little bit organize. Successfully added DD file to sizing component, and we put great. Let's make a space here. The next step will be adding the result component and visualizing a component. Uh, so we're almost done. For visualizing component, we can go to HP part on part 1. Use the visualizing component, and in HP energy we can find the result component. For example, I now added HP read room energy result, and for this way we can now customize the result in cooling, heating, lighting, electric king and gas part and other parts, and it's very helpful to find how we can reduce energy in our building, and how we can separately works in a for example HVAC system, electric part, and also other part of our building. Let's go to on the energy analysis around the Open Studio. Just through a run and write part of an Open Studio component. On next tutorials, I will show you how you can get different results, and how you can visualize your works. Please stay tuned for the last tutorials of this series, thermal comfort analysis. Thank you.